Hello, William here again. Okay, my next project is going to be an attempt at a fairly large hollow form. Now, as you will have seen, this morning I found a nice piece of yew for this project, which I cut this morning. It's still showing about 20% moisture content, which is more than I would like, but I think I can work with that. So the piece here I've got is just over a foot by a foot, so I'm hoping to get something in the range of about 7 to 8 inches spherical for this project. Now, about a year ago I purchased one of Simon Hope's easy arm hollowing systems, which I've had a couple of successful outings with. Now, I haven't used a hollowing system on anything this big, so this is going to be something new for me. Now, this piece of wood is quite large and heavy, and probably at the top end of the capability of my Axminster 1628. So, to make it as secure as possible, I'm going to, at least initially, mount the flat end onto a faceplate and turn it between centres to get it reasonably trued up. Okay, so after 1 hour and 15 minutes worth of constant vibration and an endless supply of yew chippings, I've got it roughly into a cylindrical shape. Now, I decided at this stage to make a better job of this project to invest in one of Paul Howard's sphere jigs. Now, the sphere jig is going to take a couple of days to reach me, so in the meantime I'm going to remove the bulk of the interior using Simon Hope's easy arm hollowing jig. Now, this piece still isn't balanced very well, and I'm struggling to get the RPM over 500 without severe vibrations. However, that little 6mm cutter is still removing material very quickly. I'm going to have to stop every 2 minutes or so to remove the shavings using a vacuum cleaner. Okay, my sphere jig has been delivered. I've watched a few videos and read the instructions and spent about half an hour setting it up. So I'm now going to define the outside of the sphere so that I can get an accurate cut on the inside. Now that the wall of the piece is becoming a little thinner, I've set up the laser to warn me when the wall thickness is around 10mm. That warning, of course, is achieved by the laser falling off the edge of the piece. Okay, so after about an hour or so's digging here, I've broken through, which means the wall is now about 15mm thick. The white wood here is a bit punky, and I think I'll need to contour it with the Proxon. Okay, I've got the inside of the piece here about as smooth as I can get it with this excellent 23mm scraper. Okay, so there we have it. A 10-inch, almost spherical, hollow forming U. Now, this wasn't really designed. It kind of evolved as I got into the project. I hadn't planned on using Paul Howard's sphere jig because I didn't have one, but I decided to invest in one halfway through the project. So I was not able to make best use of it. Had I have planned to use the sphere jig, I would have turned it into a better shaped cylinder and then put sacrificial blocks on each end so that I could have got further round with the sphere jig. Nevertheless, I am very happy with it. It's fairly substantial in size. It's 10 inches in diameter and about half an inch 10mm thick. Finished with Yorkshire grit and Hampshire sheen. I'm going to leave it overnight and give it another buff before I take some still photographs. So that's it then. Thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon.